Yo, yo, yo. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Brother family, what's happening? We're gonna have some fun tonight, man. We're going to have us get. Well, let me turn the music down. If you've been following me for quite some time now, you know I'm also a huge fan of music, so my selection means a lot to me. What I set the tone with, man. What I set the tone. All right. So Snuggle family, what's good? What's good? Welcome back. Live stream 61. It is your guys, your man, one more time, DEDRICKHICKSJR Jr. Thank you guys so much for stopping by to check out what we have going on tonight. All right. So appreciate you guys spending some time with us on your a Wednesday night. We usually go live on Thursdays and Saturdays, but the times were perfect for a live stream tonight, man. So we are, well, me and Miss Heather, she'll be on in just a second. We're very happy and excited that you guys decided to spend some time with us. All right, so before we get started, Smell Good family, scent of the day, drop them. What are you wearing? And man, I'm gonna tell y'all, I really been enjoying this fragrance a lot. I am really into Fougere style of fragrances right now. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me and see me well. Let me know if y'all can hear me and see me well. I'm just talking and not making sure y'all are good on y'all's end. But like I was saying, my scent of the day, I'm really big into Fougeres. And I almost got rid of this fragrance last year earlier this year, I believe, when I bought it. But man, I'm glad I held off on that, man. So my scent of the day from the house of Lalique. All right, we have Linsume. Crazy way to pronounce it. Get that in focus, man. There it is, Linsume. Now, of course, this has been out for some time, man, but this is a beautiful fougere. You got that barbershop style going on for sure. You got some basil that gives it a touch of green. There's a rumness here, like a sweet rum. Like there's some sugar crushed going on with this fragrance. I can't take credit for that verbiage. Shout out Justin Copeland. Because as soon as he said, I was like, yes, I get like a sweetness to the rum. So touch of green. You got your tonka bean in here. There's some vetiver in here. This is not for everybody, man. This is some grown man juice, man. Oh, I love it, man. Performs really well on my skin as well. I wore it to the office. I got 2 compliments today. 2 compliments today. So matter of fact, it was my first time wearing it. So my scent of the day my first time wearing it to work. I've worn it other places, but scent of the day from the house of Lalique. We got Linsume. You can really get this for a great price on discounters, and it is not expensive. I think on discounts I paid like $40. I think retail for this is like $110 or $120. But I got this for $40 off. I think it was either Fragrance Buy or Joma Shop. I'm gonna say Fragrance Buy because that's mostly where I do all my shopping at. So, scent of the day, y'all drop y'all scents of the day. Let's go ahead and get to the comments, man. We're gonna get this live stream started. Y'all see the title of the live stream. Why are you so concerned with the performance of your fragrance, man? Why are you so concerned? If it's beast mode, you ain't rocking it. If it's not performing past 3 hours, you're not rocking it. Hey, we're gonna talk about it, okay? Let's go ahead and get into the comments, man. See what y'all got going on. Shout out my guy, All Genre Robotics, man. He was showing love super early in the chat, 6:30. Showing love. Salute Dedrick, Miss Heather, Consuela, Shamaya, and all of the Smell Good family. Today, Mercedes-Benz Club Black. That is a banger. If you love vanilla and you ain't smelled that yet, you missing out. Mercedes-Benz Club Black is awesome for sure. I got Joel Matrix in the house. Joel, what's up, my guy? What's going on? What's your scent of the day for Joel? Body out, ooh for glory. Hey, Joel, I need a favor from you, Joel. I need a favor from you. I'm trying to get that Jack of Clubs, man, and I can't find it. I need that Blue Electric clone ASAP. Now, I have Blue Electric. I'm going to turn this light down a little bit. Sorry, y'all. I have Blue Electric, but I'm finna wear that bottle out. It's only a 60 ml, and it's discontinued in America, at least. I know you can get it overseas, but Joel, help your boy. Hidden Gems in the house. What's up, fam? Send the day part from Somali Herod. Great fragrance for sure. Leland Phil is in the house. What's up, everyone? What's going on, my guy? Appreciate everybody joining. Kyla, appreciate you, my brother. Kyla Bourne. Everyone hit that like button, please. It helps with the algorithm. Thank you. Thank you, Kyla, man, for sure. He is wearing as well, Kyla, in the day, Armani Code Absolute. Some really good stuff there. Everybody's showing love. I love it. All genre chilling, bro. About to watch the next season opener while also watching, listen to the live. Yeah, man, I'm a huge basketball fan, so we ain't gonna be on here for an hour, 32 hours because I want to get to some NBA basketball for sure. Even though my Lakers took an L last night, I'm pretty sure some of y'all love that. But NBA is back, and it's my favorite. I love basketball for sure. Jared Hayes is in the building. What's up, Jared? Antonio's in the building. What's good? Smell good, family. Cindy today, Versace pour on. You're smelling good, sir. Michael Duncan in the house. Good evening. Smell good, brothers. I like that. Smell good, brothers. What's up, Mike? Joel showing love. HD, what's happening, D? How you feeling today? HD, every time you ask me how I'm feeling, man, I appreciate you, bro. I really appreciate somebody just taking the time to see how a brother doing. So I'm doing well, HD. Pretty good day. Busy day, nonstop. But we are here. But I am blessed. I am healthy. My family's healthy. Everybody's good. Cannot complain, man. Hope you're doing well too, HD, for sure. Joel getting love. My Celtics blew it. It's in the day. Arrows Flame. Star Walk Extreme out of the shower. I haven't gotten to my comments from today's video, but I think you let me know how you felt about Arrows Flame. King Arrows. I'm not calling you my Celtics blew it, even though they did, but you're King Arrows here. Joel showing love. Not so famous YouTuber. Great name. I love the Willy Wonka. What's it called? Avatar. It's in the day. What is it? Choco Cognac? Tell me more. Tell me more. Kyla says, what's everyone rocking? Yes, drop your sense of the days. What are we smelling like? Drop your sense of the days. Everybody showing love. Bashan in the building. Smell good, family. Sitting the day. Guerlain Homme EDP. Oh my God, you smell amazing, sir. I love that fragrance for sure. Antonio Harvey. Yo, Ma Heather. I'm guessing he meant Miss. Yo, Miss Heather back in the house. Yes, she is. She is backstage and she is ready to come on. We're going to bring Miss Heather in another 2 to 3 minutes. Oh, I'm almost to the bottom of the comments, and we're going to bring Miss Heather on. Hidden Gems showing love. My guy Corey in the building. Corey, what's up, my guy? What's going on? That's my bro for real in real life. A little Corey legacy. HD sitting today. He is wearing Curly Scents and Zaharoff of the Immortals, which is a sexy fragrance. It is unisex. My wife loves it. I love it as well. I would highly recommend, if you're into a boozier gourmand, that of the Immortals is a showstopper, man. I'm telling you, don't sleep, because you know it's almost gone. It's almost gone. Saab in the building. What's up, my man? Said no sin of the day. It was my day off, chill day, stay home all day and ready for the live stream. Okay, well, glad you're rocking with us, bro. E Rizza, what it do, y'all? Sin of the day. Agneta by 8 and Bob. I never heard of that one, but I'm pretty sure you're smelling great. My guy Corey's wearing Interlude Man by Amouage. Okay, you ain't playing with him today, is you? Hidden Jim says, oh, sorry, typo, Miss Heather. Yeah, I got you, bro. Let's see. Everybody's showing love. Antonio says, I'm good to go. Appreciate that. Michael Duncan say he's wearing CK1 Shop, possibly the greatest cheapie of all time. It's CK Shop. We got bottles in this house. We got bottles. All right. Aljaro Bobs, does Anthony Davis still play for the Lakers? Sorry, dear, I had to. It's all good. It's all good, bro. But catch us on the next live stream on the sports show. And we'll talk about that for sure. Mike Duncan, Mason Alhambra, Infinity Oud. Okay. JT says, my guy 9, Linsume is my favorite fragrance, man. I love it, man. And I almost gave this away. This is my center day, Linsume. I almost gave it away. Beautiful fougere. Oh my God, it has a sugary rum, some green. I broke it down already, but this stuff is awesome. I wore it to work today. Got a couple of compliments. This is grown man juice right here. I love this stuff. Lalique did their thing for sure. Jared, the new Creed Absolute. Haven't smelled it. Don't know when I'm gonna smell it, but once we get there, I will let you know. All right, Spencer Judge, the Allure Homme Sport. Good fragrance for sure. Dewan Boone's in the day, Blue Noir EDP. I love that beautiful ambery vetiver fragrance. Javier Amo, I want to get what I pay for. Well, Javier, you stick around because we are going to talk directly to that comment. I want to get what I paid for. So you hang around, my guy. Dan, not the man, one of the best names on YouTube. Like Randy would say, let's get it. Leland Phil at work, cranking out, what is it? Kayaks, wearing after 9 p.m. Okay. Well, 9 p.m. is fantastic. Premium Greens Landscape and Design, wearing Drunken Plum, Sensual Obsessions. I love plum, and you are smelling good, sir. Javier, I want my fragrance to last at least 8 hours. Yes, sir, Javier. Brink keeps filling it out, baby. Keeps filling it out. We are getting to that in just a second. Dan, not the man. Oh, I'm jealous. He's wearing Brass and Soul. I missed the boat on that, man. I wasn't on YouTube yet. I didn't even know fragrance reviewers existed on YouTube when Brass and Soul was out. But I missed the boat on that, so I'm jealous of you, sir. Justin Reeves, sitting today. Ooh, when souls get high. Oh my goodness. That might be the sexiest fragrance in my entire collection. When souls get high. Oh. Make me pause for a second. Genre, got Starman Nubuela and Cocktail Intense in today and spray each like the back of my hand. Me likey, okay? Joel says Linsume is pronounced Linsume. Joel, I don't even know what that says. Linsume. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I've already had to block a dude a couple days ago because he could not get over the way that I talk. So he's out of here. Not saying I'm gonna do that to you, Joe. Obviously not. You're my friend. But I don't know. Somebody tell me. Linsumi, El Sume. Am I doing that on purpose? I might be. I might be. Joel, I appreciate you, Joel. I need that jack of clubs. I need it. All right, y'all. Let me see if I got anything directly. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Bashan Lavelle is in the building wearing 1 million Privé. Oh, boy, you are smelling good, sir. JT, honestly, I don't care about performance. My fragrance is, if I really love fragrance, I just reapply. Okay. Then the day is our prom night time. I love that. With a beautiful bitter orange and rhubarb note. Yes, you are a big time barbershop guy. I'm learning that about you, JT. All right, y'all. We are going to get Miss Heather in here. I do have a super chat that I must acknowledge. We're going to get into performance. I see HD's comment. Y'all hold y'all thoughts real quick because we got to bring Heather in and set the table. But I want to see if there's anything. And HD, I'm going to remember your comment here. Montrese is in the building. For sure, that's my guy. Montrese, appreciate you. Jared Miller is in the house. My guy, Jared by God Miller is in the house. Hidden Gems with the $5 super chat. We appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Just to get things started, man. I appreciate you. Any super chat, any donations to this channel, it goes right back into this channel. I thank you guys so much for taking the time to donate anything to the channel for sure. All right. Kyla says, Montrese, you need to do a live with Dedrick. You're 600. What? Yeah, Montrese, if you got 600 bottles, you need to be my next guest. Let's line it up. All right, y'all. Sorry, y'all. I got to skip ahead. Y'all keep commenting for sure. Jared, a pleasure to be amongst the Smell Good family. Thank you, Jared. Excited to see Miss Heather. Absolutely. I'm going to bring her on right now. I'm going to take this last one. We're going to bring Heather in and get this thing started. AG says, what made you almost give your scent of the day away? Well, listen, it's just like anything else. I wasn't ready for that style of fougere. I guess at that time earlier this year or a year ago, I guess my nose just wasn't ready to explore and experience that. And I'm glad that I didn't give it away because I thought that basil note was just going to throw me off. But I stuck with it. I started smelling more fougeres and more barbershop style scents. And then I went back to it because I put it in the back of my cabinet collection. It was dusty, collecting dust. I forgot it was back there. I was rearranging some things. I said, oh man, I forgot this was back here. And I sprayed it on my skin, just 2 sprays on my skin. I said, what is going on? I love this stuff. And I almost gave it away. So y'all know how it is with your fragrance journey for sure. So that's it. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and bring Miss Heather in. She has been waiting patiently. We are 17 minutes into this live stream. We're going, I got to give her a great introduction. This is a very dear friend of mine. Me and Heather have been friends for, almost 2 years now. She's my friend. She's my buddy, man. I got a lot of love and respect for Miss Heather. She is very knowledgeable, very sharp, energetic, a bright ball of just want to be around her. That's what it is. When you be around Miss Heather, she is a treat to be around. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, oh, she went away. Oh, there she is. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Heather. Miss Heather, how's it going? How we doing?
I don't know. The intro made me nervous. I ducked down.
Well, I gotta set you up.
Oh my good Lord! Now
I gotta set you up. How you doing today?
Doing great. Day off. Got a lot of things done. So a lot of running around, and then just getting prepared for this. And yes, I got everything here. This time I have my phone charger, like one of the streams that was ill prepared. I said, let's have that at hand. Yeah, let's have it at the ready. So
okay. Well, Ms. Heather, what's your sin of the day today? Or what are you testing? What is your sin of the day?
We are kind of like talking about things that I love but doesn't have the best performance. It's Acqua di Parma, Bergamato. Let me get it right there for the camera people. Bergamato, Calabria. I could spray all of this on today.
Big fan, huh?
And it just would really last. They are the Mediterranean line in these beautiful blue bottles. So good.
Absolutely.
They're almost like you just spray it for yourself, like just so you can just feel good.
Absolutely.
And and it's almost like what JT Walker just said, like in your comments, like there's just some things that you spray for yourself, and it's the quality or the feeling or the vibe.
Yeah.
So this gives you like a therapeutic quality. You just spray it for yourself. Yes, we know it may not have that long lasting component.
Yeah.
But it's like JT Walker just said, there's some things you appreciate for the art form.
Absolutely. And we're definitely going to dive into it. Yes. We're definitely going to dive into it.
I liked what he had to say, and that I wrote his name down because I was like, yeah, he gets it. He gets it.
Absolutely. Well, man, we have 55 people on the live stream. Do us a favor if possible. Hit that thumbs up. It helps spread the word, pushes us out to the algorithm. Thank you guys so much for lending your time to myself and Miss Heather. We're here to discuss tonight, as you saw it in the title, guys. Why are you so concerned with the performance of your fragrance? Now, that is a title that we use to invite you guys to this stream, but it is a very broad conversation. And through my fragrance journey, and I'm sure Miss Heather has experienced the same thing, an appreciation for the art form of fragrance versus the money you spend is a real conversation, and we're going to have that today. So we do have 5 fragrances that we have that are going to set the table of fragrances that just don't perform the best, but in our opinions, just our lowly own opinions, these fragrances, it don't matter to us. It doesn't matter that they may last 2 or 3 or 4 hours. We're going to talk price points, so forth and so on. So we encourage you guys to keep on loading up the chat. Throw your questions, throw your opinions. I am going to try my best to catch everything that you guys have to say. So forgive me if I have to speed ahead. Forgive me if I'm a little behind. But y'all know how it is when I have guests on the stream. We're having a conversation that's going to be documented, and it's just going to be out there for the world to enjoy and form an opinion as they would like. Whether they agree, disagree, or indiffer does not matter to me. We're here to talk fragrances. We love fragrances. All of us here who are watching are probably enthusiasts of some kind. So I'm pretty sure you guys can relate. All right. So before we do that, we got one more super chat that I must acknowledge. Kyler Bourne with the $10 super chat. A live stream with Miss Heather is always a treat. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Shout out Kyler Bourne, man, for showing that love. And Kyler, so hump. Thank you, man. Very, very grateful for you, man, for showing love with the super chat. Now, all right, man, we're going to go ahead and get into this. Okay. So, Miss Heather, fragrance, performance, sillage, price points. This is something that you deal with on a regular basis, being
Yes.
a phenomenal salesperson for Dillard's. Just real quickly, Miss Heather, do you have people who come in starting off right away when you're, showing them fragrances? Do they want something that lasts long, or do they want something that smells good?
I definitely think there's a certain type of customer where the emphasis is on performance over the artistry, which is, they're like, you can have the most beautiful thing in front of them, and the only thing that they're worried about is like, well, how long does it last?
You're right.
And I'm like, I don't know anything about how you wear your fragrances. Sometimes I hesitate, and I'm like, well, I give them a textbook answer: colognes, EDTs, eau de parfums, parfum extract. I give them the textbook answer because I don't know how to respond sometimes. Also, different brands differ on performance. So, I mean, pretty much everybody Smell Good family that's watching right now, that's dialed in, knows that like the original 1 million Paco Rabanne EDT has great performance. It's an EDT.
Yes.
Stuff you put it on, you can still smell it in your car, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, but then you put that against something a little bit more, say, and I'm not bashing anything here, I'm just putting it as a perspective. Like a Bulgari Tigar, $400 retail, eau de parfum concentration. It has a lighter sillage, and it's more subtle, and it might kind of not give that huge bubble around you. It's not on 10. It's not going to be your beast mode. Is it elegant and sophisticated? Is the artistry there? Yes, of course. Yes. So it's you kind of have to like look at that person and kind of listen to what is that customer wanting, and what is it that is going to make them happy.
Right.
And there's some people that I don't think that they really know what they want, but they have an idea, and I'm just trying to accommodate the best we can on the sales floor. Sure. I'm sure my associates will probably say something similar to what I said just now. Everybody's got that experience. You know, you want a club set, and if you tell me that's what you're here for, you want attention grabbing beast mode panty dropper, I got you.
Panty dropper alert. Panty dropper alert.
If you come in and you're wanting something super distinct, original, you want sophistication, you want something a little bit different, and you're ready to make an investment in your fragrance wardrobe, that's the person who I'm like, let's work together. Everybody else kind of like fades out into the sunset, and we just hone in, and it's like, wow, you know, that's fun for me, because it's like that person appreciates the scent, like the experience. Like every fragrance has like a scent memory or an experience that it gives you, and it kind of like that kind of, you know, makes me a little bit of a fragrance nerd, but I like it. I enjoy that very, very much.
I think it's very important to highlight that. Some people who are coming into the malls or your local retailers, they're not in there for an experience. They're in there to get a fragrance. That number one, the ultimate thing that we all can appreciate is smelling good. That's number one. And then number two, like you just said, if they have an agenda, then that probably comes out. They want a club scent, something all the girls are going to love. They want something loud. They want something bold. They want something that lasts 10 to 12 hours. You do get those people who are not interested in the art form of fragrance.
Right.
They're not doing it. They're not doing it intentionally. They're not. They are just not. They are just not in the position to care. They're not interested in the artistic form of fragrance. So, and that's nothing wrong with that. So I'm saying that to say there's nothing wrong with whatever your lane or your angle is when it comes to fragrance. There's nothing wrong, because there is no right answer. There is no right answer. So I just wanted to say that before we get into it, because we are going to challenge. We're going to challenge some things here when it comes to performance of fragrance. Now, so let's go ahead and go to the young man earlier, and we can start off with his comment. I hope I can grab it here.
Oh, the one that wanted it to 8 hours, or
I wanted to highlight his comment. Here it is. Javier Amaro says, I want my fragrance to last at least 8 hours. And then he doubles down on that. Yeah. And he comes back and says he wants, I believe he said he wants what he pays for. Hold on, let me get that.
And I hear him loud and clear. However, I do hear him, but wouldn't it be great if you come into like a place like where I work and you have a sales associate that's really interested in showing you something unique and different, and that can take you on that ride. I want you to get in the passenger side and roll with me a little bit here, because you came in and you just want to smell what's the one that everybody likes right now is Valentino's Real Hot Ticket. All the Valentinos are like super, super popular. I mean, and then I get it. It's very, very on trend, but let me just, hey, it'd be great. Like, let me show you something else, like the Givenchy Reserve Privé, which they might not even know how to pronounce. That who cares, But like to introduce something, and you're like, wow, you kind of get that, like, oh, that's cool. Hey, I learned something. I smelled something different. Yeah, I like what he says, and I respect everybody's purchasing power, but
absolutely.
But sometimes, sometimes you just want to. I want people to experience something a little bit different,
Yeah, so Javier is spot on. I mean, he's spot on, because that's his opinion. And Javier, not picking on you at all, man. We're just kind of using you to highlight the conversation here. But so we appreciate you. We appreciate you giving your thoughts. And Javier, like Miss Heather said, that is a thought that is deserving. That is a thought that is deserving. You want to get what you pay for, and you want your fragrance to last. Cool. But what about, Javier? Have you ever came across a fragrance that you smelled and you loved, and when you wore it, it didn't last? What did you do then? What did you do then when you came across a fragrance that you love? When you smelled it, man, it just connected all the dots for you. It crossed all the T's for you, and you were literally taken aback by what you were experiencing. Javier, have you ever, anybody else in the chat, have you ever experienced that? And then you learned that this fragrance was 4 hours, 3 hours, 5 hours. I'm curious, what did you do then? Did you take it back? Did you sell it? Did you get rid of it? What did you do when you came across something? So I'm very curious if anybody, because by now we are well behind in the comments. I mean, the comments, I'm so behind in the comments, and we're only 30 minutes in that I don't know if I'm going to catch up. I don't know if I'm going to catch up. Well, so Ms. Heather, let's go ahead and get into some of these fragrances. We got to get going here. All right. Yes. So the first one, and me and Ms. Heather agreed on this curated list of 5 fragrances that do not have great performance, but we love them. We love them. So Ms. Heather, up first, I'm just going to grab randomly off my little table here from the house of Tom Ford. Today we got some Lost Cherry going on here. Yeah, Lost Cherry. Lost Cherry. Get that in focus there. Now, this is a retail plus tax 50 ml $400 fragrance.
Yeah. We currently are doing the 50 ml as $3.95 at retail here in Jacksonville.
Expensive.
Yeah, that's the price.
So that's for me and my wife, we smelled Lost Cherry and Bitter Peach at the same time for the first time we ever got to experience it, and we were blown away. We heard the price tag. We heard it. We heard the price tag, but we were blown away. So a few months had passed, and my wife was mentioning Lost Cherry every day. Well, her birthday was coming up, and I purchased this full retail for her on her birthday. And the excitement, the wearability, the conversation that Lost Cherry has given, and it's been 2 years now since Lost Cherry. It is an experience that I still I still haven't found a moment where I can say, man, what was I thinking purchasing this fragrance? Still haven't said it.
Mm.
I still haven't said it because every time I smell this on her or off the atomizer or whatever, this is a mind-blowing experience that I know that I can't get anywhere else but smelling this Tom Ford Lost Cherry.
Yeah, for real.
I can't get it. Now, Alexandra Fragrances and Dua, they do a hell of a job. They do.
Yeah.
And salute to them. Because I got a Lost Cherry dupe from Alexandra, and it's phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to say this. When I put my nose on this, though, there's just a little bit something extra in this one that's not in the Alexandra.
Yeah.
And to justify the price tag on this, me personally, I'm not concerned because of the experience has created a lifetime of appreciation for this fragrance.
Should I tell the Smell Good family what I think right now?
Go ahead.
I normally don't like too many cherry fragrances. I know I'm going to get roasted for this.
No,
But
you're not.
a couple of us girls went out to Lola's Burritos, and one of the ladies I work with had come to meet us. We're all standing outside waiting to get our table.
Yeah.
And I was like, God dang it, who is that? Like, I can smell the cloud. She's like, oh yeah, I got the Lost Cherry on. And I was like, on her. Smelled so good. And then we were all tripping because we're like, and then like a customer was coming out the door while we were going in. They're like, oh, somebody smells good here. And I'm like, yeah, she smells great. And this one I kind of have to touch on. This one's for Riley, who loves this one, the Electric Cherry. Smells wonderful on her. This disappears on me completely.
Sure.
I do think this smells like a now and later, but I mean that's just me.
It does. There's a candy.
It does. It seriously smells like a
It's a candy sweetness.
I cannot identify this on me. Like 20 minutes in, it's like just gone, and I don't know what the performance. I forgot to ask her how this performed on her, but that's a pity though, because they're expensive.
But
the family. The $600 right there.
They're expensive. So experience versus price tag. In your opinion, when somebody asks you, is Lost Cherry or Electric Cherry worth the money, what are you going to tell them?
I tell them go. I'm going to tell, like I tell some people, I prefer cherry smoke. If you can handle that little bit more robust cherry smoke, performance is there. If they really, really want the Lost Cherry,
I'm talking about versus the experience. If they smell
it, I mean, if this is where their heart is, then yes, of course. I mean, this is unique. Let's face it. Tom Ford did something very special that everybody's like jumping on this thing with the cherry, and we have to get there. But it's tough. It's a tough one.
Well, I'll answer it. If somebody asks me, is the $400 price tag worth it for Tom Ford Lost Cherry? I'm going to simply say, for me, yes. And you want to know why? Because I was willing to pay the price for the experience that it gave me. That's just me. That's my answer. Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
Flowers in the chat for Miss Heather for sure. That's just the answer for me. So Lost Cherry is just one of those fragrances on my wife. She noticed it the first time she wore it out. She was like, wow, we were out on a date. And we were, usually, I don't know, maybe 3-4 hours we're out on the date. And towards the end of the night, it was really faint on her. It was really faint. And she noticed that, but it didn't stop her from wearing it. Because sometimes every time you get a walk of it, and every time, I mean, it's just remarkable. But all of this is subjective, and all of this is a personal preference. So Tom Ford Lost Cherry is definitely one. All right. So let's move along to the second one that is a little bit more popular. The sales price on it is a little bit more, a lot more better, excuse me. And a lot of you guys love this stuff during the summertime. From the house of Dior, we have Dior Homme Cologne. Dior Homme Cologne, beautiful lemonade in a glass. One of the best atomizers. Here it goes.
Yeah, the atomizers.
There it is. I just had to spray it. And that lemonade, that juicy, fruity lemonade, that musk, there's a slight fresh spiciness to it as well. Just a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. Now, on my skin, Miss Heather, and my experience, this is a big 200 ml.
I noticed.
And you want to, and my mother gave this to me on my birthday. And I was asking, why did you get me the bigger bottle? Well, the person who sold this to her told her that, listen, the performance on that thing is not great. So a bigger bottle and more sprays could go a long way. And I found that really interesting.
I like the honesty of the
Yes,
sales associate.
yes. And I found that on. Yes.
You know, you got to give credit where credit's due. So I like
Yeah.
that. And then if you're walking in and you know that it's a cologne concentration and you know it's a lighter one because citruses tend to break down more than the woodier, heavier things, then yeah, that there's nothing wrong with being transparent, I don't think. I know that that's almost unusual for a salesperson to be like, you know, brutally honest sometimes, but I think sometimes the customers have so much information at their access, so it's not in my best interest to be deceitful. So I do like what she said, and I do agree with her that in that particular fragrance, yeah, get the bigger bottle because you can spray it with impunity. Just so you so everybody knows, that's actually a fan favorite of some of the girls that I work with, and they actually like it because it's not a sweet fragrance. But I actually work with a couple girls that love to spray that, and we're all, I mean, all these fragrances so far, I mean, Tom Ford's kind of universal, but that one's actually targeted in the men's line for Sauvage and the home line. So we love it. I mean, I get hot. Sometimes we're doing backstock. We got a lot of people around. Air conditioning's not working. That's great. I can't see a single reason why a woman can't wear that. But the bergamot and the lemon, it smells like a limoncello, the little liqueur that they have in Italy after you had your dinner, and then you would have like your coffee, and then you'd have your limoncello, and it just has that beautiful limoncello thing going on. So
yeah, and I love this and I adore this in the summertime because honestly, it might be the most well done summer fragrance for the price that you can get it for. And what it does in the heat. Now down here in Jacksonville, it gets popping down here.
Yeah,
with that heat. And when you walk out your door on a summer day in July or
you're like
August,
this.
September,
you got your fan.
Oh yeah. Oh
well,
yeah.
at least us girls got our church fans out.
Oh yeah. When you walk out and my thing is, I'm one of those guys, I'm a situational fragrance wearer. So I don't wear hot and spicy fragrances in the summertime. I don't wear those, especially if I'm out and about, because the heat and the humidity here will not only hurt you, it'll hurt somebody else.
Hurt everybody around you. Yeah.
But a fragrance like this is so refreshing. It's so cooling. And for it to last only 4 to 5 hours on my skin, I'm fine with that. I'm good with that because I'm gonna tell you this: I ain't staying in the heat for 4 to 5 hours anyway.
So then it raises a question that I have for everybody out there in the Smell Good family, everybody that's like dialed in. So if we use a fragrance as a tool, as a therapeutic, or as a mood elevator, is it worth it? Is it worth it? So like you just said, sometimes like these fragrances, like if I'm hot at work, sometimes I'll even spray the back of my neck. Or has anybody in the chat done this? Because I know you probably know what I'm talking about. When you get out of the shower, sometimes you just spray it, a light mist or something, just to cool you down and take the body temperature down. And you're also smelling nice, and you're giving yourself a nice like little scent cloud because it's your, you know, the time that you spend with yourself to self-care. But like, does anybody else ever spray their pulse points just to cool down? Because I mean, all of us at work kind of do that. Maybe it's different in different climates. I don't know.
Yeah, I think, I was just about to say that probably climates have something to do with it. The pace of your day has something to do with it. What you're doing, like if you're sitting at a desk all day long, well, 9 times out of 10, your pulse points probably ain't gonna be activated. But if you're on the go, you're on your feet, you're moving around, your body temperature fluctuates, and I've had that experience before. I spray a fragrance and I thought it's gone, But then I get outside and I move around a little bit, and my
It's
temperature,
like blooms.
and it just blooms all over again.
Mm.
So, you know, that's why you got to wear your fragrances and experience them for sure. And then another thing, skin chemistry is a real thing. It's a real thing.
Yeah.
Before we can go any further, I definitely want to put that on the table for sure. Skin chemistry is real. Case in point, I got a buddy of mine, and both of us like Rassasi's Hawass, a very strong, sweet, and aquatic-y style type of fragrance for sure. Very popular in the fragrance community. On my skin, I am beast mode with Hawass. I'm talking all day long with Hawass. No questions asked. On his skin, he might get 3 hours max. So what we did was we decanted each other bottles, decants out of each other's bottles to see if the batch or something was a little
This is
off.
the variations. Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
His variation on my skin,
that's a good idea.
beast mode. My variation on his skin, still 3 hours.
So it's a thing.
It's a thing. Skin chemistry is a thing. Now we can get really deep here and say, is your skin hydrated? Are you drinking enough water? Are you moisturizing your body? Those things really come into play. They do. So it's more than you just spraying. It's more than you just spraying on something and wanting it to last all day long. It's more than that. So skin chemistry is real. Having your skin hydrated.
Skincare is a thing. So if you guys out there, everybody's complaining about performance, then question how your application is. Yeah. So if you really want to drive up or ramp up the performance, there are so many videos out there. So when I first got into fragrance and I sit and watch like everybody reviewing in the whole world. So like Dee said, hydrated skin, clean, dry skin, well moisturized dry skin. You want to go old school, put the little bit of cocoa butter or the shea butter and the Vaseline and put it on places to have it stick. That works. That it's not like a old wives' tale or whatever it's called. It actually does. It helps the fragrance to adhere to you, or you want to do some layering. Yeah. I'm a big fan of layering. If we had more time to do that, I'd be like, yes, layer with your favorite fragrance oil and then put on your lost cherries, or layer with something like a Molecules 01 with the Ice Super, or that other one that's Initio Parfums has a magnetic 7, and it's like the Ice Super note. Clean White Musk helps to enhance or boost or make the performance a little bit more, I don't know, sillage, but we could talk about that.
Yeah, we can go on and on and on and on. But
that could be a whole nother episode there.
For sure. Want to get to comment here from not so famous YouTuber.
I love his name.
Yeah, he got a dope name for sure.
His name is kind of cool.
He says, my concern is more about making it through my work day. If I'm out and about, no big deal. With a collection like mine, I don't want to decant every time I'm at work or bring a bottle with me. Man, I got you right now, okay? On a typical work day, I'm working 9 to 10 hours. On a typical work day for me. When I go to work, my work days are usually 9 to 10 hours. So I understand that, okay? And bringing a decant to work every day is not ideal because it might not be on your mind. So here's what I would say to that. If you're looking for something that's going to last you, which you're not, I don't think you're saying that. I think you just want something to give you a nice oomph for the bulk of your day. Now, for me, again, I'm very methodical with my fragrances. So if I know I'm going to work, I'm not even looking for something that only lasts 3 to 4 hours. Even if I'm in the mood for it, I'm not going to wear it to work. So I have my office sense. So I have fragrances that I know for a fact, hey, I'm going to at least get 6 to 8 hours out of this fragrance. Maybe even more, just depends on how it comes off of my skin. So it sounds like what you're saying, not so famous YouTuber, and I'm relating to this, is that when I'm going out on a date, or I'm going out to hang with the fellas, or I'm going out to run some errands, I'm not putting on fragrances that are 10 to 12 hours beast mode if I got to run to the post office, the grocery store, and then pick my kid up from school. That's probably an hour or 2 hours to handle my business. I'm going to wear CK all. I'm going to put on something that's light and cool and just to go run errands, because I'm not trying to spray on Dior Homme Parfum. and have it lingering around me for 15 hours
Yeah.
because I want something that performs well. So situational fragrance wearing is something that I've learned to really keep in mind. And it's not because I don't want to wear my fragrances. No, 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 no. I wear them. But if I'm going somewhere and I'm going to be out all day, then guess what I'm going to do? I'm
Yeah.
going to wear a fragrance that performs. That's what I'm going to do if that's what I'm looking for. What are your thoughts on that, Miss Heather?
Location, location, location.
Location, location, location.
No, yes. And I say it like that at work too. Like location, location, location. Know where fragrance, know your concentration, know how it performs a little bit, and know where you're wearing it to. Sometimes when I got somebody that's like, I haven't bought a fragrance since high school, and I'm like, great, wonderful, I love that. Where do you want to wear your fragrance? Where
Right.
are we wearing this to? Are we wearing it to work and you want something that's not going to be obnoxious or overpowering? Do you have a destination? Are you wearing it to your wedding? Are you wearing it to homecoming? Are you wearing it to graduation? I mean, it get like a lot of guys sometimes come from the suiting department in the tailored clothing area, or sometimes they'll come,
Yeah.
with the wives and they have like something in a little bit more dressy of an event that's coming up. So location, location, location. Yeah, not everything has to be dialed up to 10.
Yeah.
And I know like some people are gonna be like, hell no, Heather. And I'm like, just yeah, if it's a light day, there's no shame in having something that's a little lighter for daytime wear. And then if you are going out, yeah, maybe you're going after work and you're having a couple of drinks, at Cooper Hawks, I don't know, wherever whatever. And you want to have something a little bit more attention grabbing, put it on.
I think
There's no shame to all of this. You can, layer it with impunity too.
yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. I'm laughing at Kyla's comment because I can see it. I have YouTube playing on my TV over here. And Kyla says people at work need to shut the hell up. So that's why that's why I was laughing, but I haven't got to
Well,
the comment yet.
listen,
So that's
and
funny.
but I did get in trouble one time years ago when I used to live back in Colorado, and I worked in an office with one other individual, and I used to be like, I'm team over career, and I'm gonna just, yeah, that's me. And I did come in that morning, and she was just like, she just turned her chair around, and she's just like, whatever you have on is just entirely too much. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I'll be more careful and considerate. But that was the first time someone was like, yeah, I'm not appreciating you filling up the whole space. And yeah, I mean,
Well, people
you gotta be a little aware of your surroundings.
well, yeah, if you're in the office environment, and I do it, I'm very conscious in an
Yeah.
office environment because that's where I am. I'm around other people. So I do take that. Now, does it stop me from wearing anything? No, it doesn't.
No.
But
Just
if I have something that could be a little, let's say it's a colder day, all right, and I'm supremacy and oud or something like that, something that has a nice oudy oud and rose combo or plum and oud combo that I know for a fact that's going to be screaming off of me. I am cognizant of how many sprays that I put on.
right.
I don't want Miss Judy in accounting to be
Well,
choking to death.
apparently I learned my lesson that day.
Yeah.
But here's another piece. I had this wonderful gentleman just the other day came in who works in healthcare, and we had like this long chat. I mean, I could just talk to him for hours. And he's like, I have certain things I wear at work because I'm in a hospital setting and I'm around patients, and
Right.
I cannot have them on because it is inappropriate, especially if anybody's like in healthcare, if any nurses know, sometimes the patients get a little nauseous. Dialysis patients, traditionally, there is a no fragrance anywhere near a dialysis clinic or your dialysis clients, or the staff can't wear anything fragrant. Their shampoo, their lotions, everything has to be unscented and very muted. That is a very real thing too. Sometimes
Of
people's
course.
professions, can affect that. So I do get nurses and they're telling me I only wear it when I go out, so I don't need a lot.
Yeah,
This I hear it often.
Yeah, my sister's a nurse. She delivers babies, and she's in labor and delivery. So
So
she says it all the time. There's only 2 fragrances that she wears to work because
I
one night she wanted to try something different. I can't remember who it was from. Either it was the new Paco Rabanne, the owl for the ladies. Which one is that one? The owl.
Fame,
Yeah, I think it was
Fame
Fame.
with the
Or
glass.
I
She
can't
got the
remember.
little glasses on it,
Yeah, I
like a
can't
robot with
remember.
glasses.
Right. I can't remember which one that she said that she wore to work. But long story short, she said she wore it in. Woman was getting ready to give birth, and the
Ooh,
woman was just gagging. And my sister said she felt so bad because in that critical time when a woman is about to give birth, not only is she about to give birth, but now she is just
got
absolutely
another
got another
issue to have to
problem. Yeah, she had
confront.
another
Yeah,
problem. So she said after that night, she wears the softest, cleanest fragrances in her collection, and that's what she wears to work because she doesn't want to create another issue here. So
another. Yeah, you don't want to give someone like
a problem,
like you have a
a
complaint
reaction. Yeah.
because they will complain.
Oh, for sure. All right, so we got a comment here from Beardsome, which is pretty dope. He says, personal hygiene, staying hydrated, and using a base-heavy moisturizer cream comes before everything. If those things ain't in check, then you're not giving your fragrance a chance to last from the get-go. Well said, Beardsome.
Yes, I'm
Well,
in agreement with that statement, and I'm a firm believer in that.
yeah, could not Kyler look with the panty dropper reference from Miss Heather earlier in the chat. That's why I was saying panty dropper alert, panty dropper
I
alert.
know, right? You say one
But
thing, and then
yeah,
you're like, okay, now you got to come with it.
but back to what Beardson was saying, that is correct. See, listen, and just a little bit, I hate to talk about myself, but I'm going to be honest here. I take tremendous pride in my skin and my beard and everything with this massive organ that's all around me with my skin. I hydrate with some pretty rich oils. I stay away from anything watered down or anything chemically driven. And what I've learned from that is when I'm dealing with the more natural essential oils, your shea butters, your coconut oils, your avocado oils, your jojoba oils, apricot oils. There's so many different oils out there that you can use for full moisturizing. What I've learned with those oils are they really take control of the skin and they keep you moisturized. And then once I apply my fragrance on my skin, I cannot lie to y'all. It's like it's trying to run off of me. The sillage, even fragrances that don't have massive sillage, whatever it is about how these oils moisturize my skin, my personal skin, it's ridiculous. And the reason I compare it to using, other things that, there's lotions out there that could make your skin even drier. So
Yes,
you gotta
yeah,
be
I think you have to stay
aware.
away from petrolatum,
Yeah, exactly.
or I
You
mean,
gotta be
or,
aware. Yeah,
uh,
yeah.
there's petroleum, but petrolatum might be good for that's we use a lot of lip care. I don't, that's another conversation for another
It is
day. I
another
definitely deal with
conversation.
the estheticians at work would
That is
probably
another
know.
conversation for sure. But I definitely want to highlight that off of Beard. Someone he said heavy based moisturizer. That is key.
But
That is key.
that's
That
just
is
a
key.
testament to what kind of person you are. You take pride in yourself, and you take pride in, self-care. And I would expect that from the majority of your parishioners that are watching right now, that like they're a little tapped into like, hey, we we kind of are this big collective family here, and we all have one thing in common, our like a love of scent and fragrance, but we probably are all somewhat the same. We all kind of, we get you. You're not alone. Because if you're not taking care of yourself and you're not bathing regularly, then my question is, what are you doing? What are we doing?
Yeah.
And you just,
Yeah.
what are
I,
you doing? Are you
at thi-
applying this stuff
yeah. At this point, I don't know
over your
if I
phone?
want to know. I don't know if I want to know.
Because I got questions now.
No. It's a real thing. And like I said, this could be a whole nother stream. And you know what? I'm probably going to dedicate a video to skin chemistry and moisturizing when it comes to fragrances for those who want to have more of, because believe it or not, man, from time to time in my DMs or my emails, guys are always asking me, hey D, I heard that you said you get this amount of performance out of this fragrance, but I'm not. Well, it's two things, my guy. Skin chemistry is one. It just might not vibe with your skin. And two, bro,
Facts.
like, are you hydrated, and is your skin moisturized? Like, those are the only two or three things that I say to guys. I don't say layer. I mean, not layer. I don't say spray 40 more times. I don't say
Yeah,
that. I don't say that. So it's a real thing. But like you said, that could be a whole nother
that could be.
conversation. Keith Barnes has another one. Let's be honest. If we could all have a great longevity for all our frags, we would take it. Okay. Beast
Right.
mode, on the other hand, I don't want all mine to punch people in the nose from across the rooms. And you are right. I will give you another example. Monday morning, when I woke up for work, I just was kind of feeling off. I don't know what it was. I woke up. Maybe it was because I had a long weekend. A lot of stuff was going on this past weekend. And I just kind of felt off. And my fragrance of the day was Dior Homme 2020 EDT. The most clean, safe fragrance that you could wear, because you know what? I didn't want to be bothered with something that was going to put me down a fragrance journey, because I wasn't up for that on Monday. I wanted something that was a dumb reach fragrance, clean, crisp, and just a nice scent to carry me through my day on Monday. So I agree with you, Keith. There's just going to be days where, bro, I'm not trying to get that 12 hours of performance out of Dior Sauvage Elixir or YSL EDP. I'm just not trying to deal with 1 million anything today. Hand me that Dior Homme 2020, or hand me that Dior Homme Cologne. Hand me something clean, and fresh, and I'm good, bro. I'm good. How do you feel about that, Miss Heather? Just some days you just don't care to.
No, there are days. Also,
you know what I mean?
there are times when you're not feeling well, and I'm a really big believer in this, that that fragrance are therapeutic. So when I was in New York,
Absolutely,
and I walked up to the Santa Maria Novella counter at Saks, and we went down that journey because that's one of the oldest known fragrance houses. It was a pharmacy or apothecary, but pharmacy was the first time that they used the fragrances as something to heal something, or to, like, a curative, like a tonic, like what the word tonic would be for, not just something just mixed with gin. Also good, but that I'm really into all of that, and that's kind of like where I like this fragrance world, this fragrance journey, whatever this path that I'm on, is like using it for that. Subconsciously, it does mood elevate. It does tap into something a little bit deeper. It might trigger sometimes scent memories in some people who have had traumatic experiences, or with people who have memory loss. It's actually a like a phenomenon that can help bring about or restore a memory from a long time ago. And sometimes, like, learning about fragrance is super cool. I mean, yes, it's a decorative part, that we're like, here, it's 2023. Yeah, as you say, splack it up. That's cool too. But sometimes we use it for a therapeutic property. And that piece trips me out, because sometimes things like take me some places. Like, I know that a lot of the chat is probably not familiar with a lot of the Estee Lauder line, but when my grandmother, who was a younger grandmother, she would go to work when I was a kid, and like she would be putting on like her Revlon red lipstick, and she used to smoke Marlboro cigarettes and drink her cup of coffee, and she'd be getting ready, and she would spray her Estee Lauder white linen, and I would run through that mist. And I mean, I can smell to this day Maxwell House, coffee, a Marlboro cigarette, and white linen. I can tell you exactly where I was standing in my grandmother's bathroom, and it just, wow,
the memories.
It really takes you someplace. So that part is like, I like that part where fragrance takes you on that journey. But what else we got?
So before we move on, we have two questions that are on different spectrums here. So Javier came back to say, I don't care how good a fragrance is. If it is subpar performance, I don't want it. Also,
Okay.
9 out of 10 designer fragrances performs better than niche, especially for the price.
Okay.
Interesting.
I
Now,
want to talk to Javier.
now,
I really do.
yes,
So the price point piece is because designer fragrances can use more synthetic scent molecules, and they can mass produce it. So the fragrance that are made by the niche houses are more the luxury price points. For example, Creed, Acqua di Parma. We were showcasing them earlier. So they're using the raw essential oils with the least amount of synthetics and the least amount of denatured alcohol, and they're using the highest qualities that you can get, as opposed to the molecular structures of some of the more designer stuff. So the price point's a lot lower. Some people say hell no. Some people say heck yeah. I don't want only the best quality on my skin. Some people are like you. They want performance, performance, performance. And sometimes performance is, it's important.
yep,
And then there's this other piece to it too, is lighter constructions, citruses, light florals, wispy, airy stuff are going to dissipate faster than your heavier, woodier, anything that's got like heavy gourmands, tonka beans, vanillas, all those things, even the ouds and the resinous, and you ever get some that's got incense, those are going to stay on your skin a lot longer than lighter, airier constructions. But
yep.
okay, I'm done. That's my soapbox for today.
No. It's very true to
Right.
understand what different notes do and the different qualities of oils. Yeah, it's a big thing. And like I said, these are topics that me and you can discuss, and we will discuss as we continue to do these live streams together, because we just want to have these conversations. So Javier it's cool that he feels the way that he does. Like, bro, like
Yeah.
ride with that dog, because that's your experience, that's your opinion, that's your journey. Do your thing, bro. Like, no one's here. I'm not here. Heather's not here for to tell you to
It's
reconsider
no right
anything.
wrong.
But
Yeah. It's
I
not like,
love to have the opinion so we can continue to have a conversation, because Beerson
mhm,
comes right back and says for him, Parfums de Marley Layton, it doesn't last, but I will still wear it. I
right.
enjoy the scent very much. I will take it over the longevity. Now that's where the longs of the lines where I am as well.
Yeah.
We're sitting here like a fragrance like Mind Games.
That
Mind Games
that was
Blockade.
hurtful. Yeah.
Mind Games Blockade is something like Beardsome is saying. Case in point, this last maybe 4.5
Yeah.
hours
Maybe.
on my skin. But I will tell you this, with me
It's
being as massive fan of Creed Vintage as I am, that mango in here,
it's
it is
good.
worth it.
Yeah.
It is worth the experience to keep smelling it over and over again. And at a $375 retail value to get 4 hours, I understand you, Javier.
Yeah.
I understand you,
We're
because
with you on this.
you don't
We're with you.
feel you're getting your money's worth. But here's my point on the other side of that. The experience that is created for me personally with this, you can't put a price value on it. You can't put a price value on the
It was
experience
articulated nice.
that I have.
Yeah.
Now, in full transparency and full honesty, no, I did not buy this bottle. So Avant-Garde sent me this bottle. And in full transparency and honesty, if they didn't send me this bottle,
You weren't
I don't
getting
know if I would ever have this fragrance
that
full
part.
bottle wise. I don't know if I would have.
I'm with you on that, because I bought that sample on my decant off a Scent Split.
Yeah.
And I'm like you, and like you asked how I liked it. I was like, I love it. But
Right.
and I think that's when we were like, maybe helped the seed for this particular live stream. But yeah,
Yep.
I mean, that would have been like
But I get it.
Oh, it's so good. But yeah,
we get the conversation of the price point.
Yeah.
We understand it both ways. Now, for me personally, Creed Vince's DNA is a top 2 DNA for me of all time. Of all time. I would be stalking the internet for this when it hit discounters.
Yeah, me too.
Stalking the internet for this.
Or, and this is the other side of it, I'm going to be waiting for that Alexandra, that Dua drop.
Yeah, because either way it go, this DNA was coming home.
Yeah, exactly. That part.
This DNA was coming home. Now that's a whole nother topic, clones and inspired buys and all that. But the DNA.
Yeah, I know that's a hot topic here.
The DNA is what it just gave me a feeling,
but it's so good. It just
gave me a feeling. It just gave me a feeling.
Yeah.
All right, Ms. Heather, let's see.
Yeah, we got that one.
Great comment. So what do we got on from Acqua di Parma, Ms. Heather? What we got from Acqua di Parma?
So, and this is real quick because I promised the girls at work that I would highlight their poll. So I polled 3 of the girls that I work with, Ashton, Riley, and Morgan. We'll do Morgan's first because hers is controversial. But she says that for her, the Valentino Coral Fantasy doesn't last. I know. Riley says Prada Carbon, her favorite, she's a big fan of Prada, doesn't last. Ashton, she's like me, Acqua di Parma, and she likes the Mandaloro, which you do have a sample of, which is exquisite. And when I'm telling you exquisite, when you spray it, the beautiful almond scent, it's just so yummy, so delicious. So, but this one is my fan favorite. So this is the Arancia de Capri. This is the one that's kind of the standout in the blue Mediterranean line.
Okay.
This smells like, if anybody remembers Jeremy Fragrance when he used to spray the fragrance in his mouth. You're right. And he had the orange sanguine from Atelier Cologne, and he would spray it. So I have a little bit of the Atelier Cologne still. That is still another one. That's another one. This smells like Atelier Cologne.
Man, so good.
Ish. It smells like the most beautiful orange. You just get the most realistic thing. Now, this is the different part that.
Man, it smells so good.
That the young man was saying. The quality, the scent profile, the journey with this is here. Unfortunately, yeah, a lot of times these are going to be your lighter wear, but you cannot get over this. This is like you went to Italy and you were walking in a beautiful orange field and you plucked that orange and you were like, rip that open, and sometimes that spray hits you in the face from the citrus. And you just get everything all at once. You get the air quality.
I'm getting this. I'm going to get this. I'm getting this. Like, no. I'm getting
Capri. It takes you to Capri.
I'm getting this. Wow.
The orange in it is divine.
It's so realistic citrus.
So why this? For the grand price. So the 5 ounces of these are a retail of $224 plus your tax. You say, hell no, Heather, why would I do this? Because there is nothing quite like it.
I'm getting the bottle.
These lift when you spray this, you feel like euphoric almost. You're like, wow, that's a beautiful scent.
Man, so good, man. Wow.
So they pride themselves. Now this house is like,
wow, this is so
I think
great.
Morgan would say it's like 105 years old, 106 years old. These fragrance houses use the best quality of ingredients. They actually have their own grows. They pick these. They go to the distillation. They're making small batch distillations. They're not mass producing. They're exquisitely done. Their bottles are like poured crystals. They're hand placement. Everything, the trappings are here for that luxury piece.
You know what?
God dang it, it don't last on me. Well, true, And facts are facts, but you
get.
can't get over how beautiful that is.
Now, which one
Just
is
like
this?
me with the Bergamoto.
Now, which one?
There was one.
The Capri. I want to get this on skin because smelling on paper,
Is
I'm about to pass out.
okay.
So let me get 2 sprays.
Don't do that.
Yeah, I'm about to
We
pass
have
out.
to end the chat.
The chat would just be running and I'll be on the floor.
Yeah, I know, right?
Take us home. Wow, man. Now, what this does remind me of, and I know we're talking about performance here, but I do want to say this for anybody because I see somebody asking me on the comments, is it something like Oolong Cha? It's in the vein. But
yes.
This one is a little bit more rindier of a citrus.
And Oolong Cha is wonderful. I actually do prefer the duo one. Everybody, I know everybody's going to come for me.
No, they're not together. We all have duo in that.
I am what I am, and I oh God, that Oolong Cha, that's just it's so good. Yes, the answer is yes. You get that kind of vibe here.
Good stuff. And I could tell already, and obviously due to my experience for so many years, just like everybody watching, and you too, Miss Heather, that I already know that this is not going to last long. I already know that it's not. But here's my thing: if it's a hot summer day, I got on my shorts that are above my knees, and a nice light T-shirt, a cap, some shades. Yeah, that's right. Shorts above the knees. Yeah, shorts above the knees. I'm gonna grab this Acqua di Parma Capri, and I'm gonna spray it 25 times.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I'm gonna walk out the door, and I'm gonna handle my business. I'm gonna go to lunch with my family. I'm gonna go visit Miss Heather. I'm gonna go run around, and for those 3 to 4 hours that I'm out and about, that Acqua di Parma Capri would have done its job. Yeah, and I am going to be beyond happy with that. I am getting this fragrance. Good Lord. Thank you, Miss Heather, for putting me onto this tonight.
It really is. It's really more suited to a warmer climate. So I guess like from like Joel up in Canada, maybe if you get like a halfway decent warmer day or warmer period of time, yes, these are nice to spray. I like sometimes just put these on. Like I said, if I'm hot, it kind of cools me down, but it kind of gives me like a lift. Like instead of drinking a Red Bull, and sometimes we're dragging at work and we're like, wow. Sometimes a lemon scent like your like the Dior Homme Cologne, sometimes it just kind of lifts you up a little bit and you like feel refreshed and like, I don't know, like vibrant again. It may only be short-lived, but we'll take what we can. It's amazing.
Get, I'm good. And here's and this is what this conversation is about.
He means who she dates.
Yeah. I highlighted that comment for a reason. Hoochie Daddy shows all that. Hey, listen, fellas.
Wait, let me get the fan.
Fellas, listen, fellas. Y'all ain't lived life until y'all wore shorts above your knees. You ain't lived life until you wore shorts above your knees. Fellas, listen. You gotta stop wearing the shorts down to your calf muscles. You gotta stop wearing the shorts all the way down to your ankle bone. Fellas, it's okay if those shorts are above the knee. Trust me, in the summertime, you ain't living no life, bro. You ain't living no life.
Okay.
But that's all I'm gonna say. Y'all put them shorts above your knees, man. Come holler at me. Come holler at me. Yeah. But and this is just another example. I don't care about the performance. I don't care about the price tag if it's going to afford me what I'm feeling right now. What I'm feeling right now, I have this slight jitter going on because I've made another connection with something. So I'm connected to something that I can appreciate that gives me that feeling, because in real life, when outside of YouTube, I really know that I'm him for real. I'm that dude for real. That's how I carry myself. So for the feeling that this is giving me right now, I need to acquire this bottle, which I am. I am. And I want to add that to my repertoire when I step out and I'm moving out and about. That fragrance, is Acqua di Parma Capri, is going to have a spot. And if it gives me 3 hours, it's going to be the best 3 hours that I ever got out of that fragrance.
Exactly.
And I'm good with it.
Yeah, okay. It is lovely though.
So we listen, I want to apologize. I am so sorry. Have so many comments that I'm not going to be able to get to. This is so great. I think we peaked around like 70, 72, 73 viewers. We still have 51 people rocking with us right now. Greatly appreciate y'all. Appreciate
I
y'all.
can
We are
only imagine what they're commenting about.
a lot of stuff. They're commenting a lot. And I knew that well, right now they're talking about my shorts.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, we're having they're having a great time. Joel says a 1 inch above the knee is the rules. I don't have rules, Joel, when it comes to the shorts. You know, if they're short, it's hot.
Joel did you go to Catholic school? Because you know the rule, you put your hands down, it can only be right. That's the rules. Joel knows.
Oh yeah, I'm
There's
chilling,
rules
bro.
for this stuff. I'm actually in favor of the 1 inch above the knee thing.
Hey, Hidden Gems, I don't care about leg day, leg this. I don't care. We got on the shorts in the summertime. You heard
this
me.
is so much better than the time that I gave the Jean Paul Elixir, the 5.5 that they never forgave me for. This is way better.
Now I know who this is. This one of my bros in real life. You know I don't care, bro. We ain't got no rules of shorts. We out here.
Right? He said we need rules.
We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. I'm out here for real. And you know what? You know, it's oh yeah, here it is right here. And I was just about to say that. Go look up a picture of John Stockton, the basketball player for the Utah Jazz. I'm out here, bro.
Yeah.
I'm out here, bro. And I'm smelling good. I'm looking good. My girl is fine. My kids are beautiful. And we're out here. We out here. You know what I mean? We out here. You know what I mean? Okay. So, all right, man. So we're getting ready to wrap this up, man. We're getting ready to wrap this up. This, Miss Heather, this took over a life of its own, and I love it because this is what it's about. You know what I mean? The conversations are so broad. They're everywhere. It's just a wonderful chat that we have. And shout out to the Smell Good family for representing and coming through. Everybody who's watching for the first time, we definitely appreciate you guys coming through. Ms. Heather, let's go ahead and wrap up this conversation. Your final thoughts on performance in fragrances, price points in fragrances.
Yes.
Just your true overall thoughts on that. And we're going to wrap this up.
I guess I've had my fair share of disappointments. Mm-hmm. And I've blind bought things, and I've like said, oh, I want to get that. Everybody's hyping it up. And then it's lackluster or something like that. So I get what a lot of people are in the same thing as me. They, you don't have disposable income at like that, and bills are real, and we got kids, we got families, we got stuff going on. So the luxury price point piece can be what it is. It's a luxury price point piece. And so is it it's not always a priority in life, but sometimes there are some things that are just beautiful artistically, that are just like, you ever see something really beautiful, a beautiful piece of clothing, piece of jewelry, I don't know, maybe even just an object, a thing of art. Sometimes it's a handbag, sometimes it's a Gucci belt, sometimes it's like, in the form of some other material thing. When it comes to fragrance, there's nothing here. Look, there's nothing for me to hold. Once it's sprayed, it dissipates. This is the ultimate in hedonism, in luxury, in just, but
beautiful.
This is what we like. This is what we're all here for tonight. So I get it. The pain is real. And don't think that I haven't had my fair share of disappointments. I just have a different perspective because I'm on the other side of the counter now. And I have a better way of gauging what might be more of a value for someone that walks up. And I do respect everybody's purchasing power. Yes, I would love everybody to come in and, go for those more luxury pieces. You know, I'm a saleswoman. That's how we make our bonus here. Real talk. But at the same time, I want somebody to be happy with their fragrance, even if they say they want that polo green that smells like gasoline. Guess what?
Each his own.
If we're gonna put it in the bag,
Each his own.
and that's it. You know,
Each his
at
own.
the same time, I'm here to make people happy. Also,
yeah, absolutely. For me, well, real quick, Michael King. I think he's saying he's from Duval County, Florida, like myself. As a Duval North Side boy, I can't do the shorts above the knee. Well,
yeah,
I'm a Duval County North Side boy as well. Lim Turner Avenue, born and raised. Jean Ribault Senior High School from the North Side, and the shorts are short, bro. You know what I mean?
So let me just before we close, I gotta ask because I'm dying to know what was one of the first fragrances that you bought, and you really wanted to buy it, and you like lashed out. You know, you got a little extra cash, and you're like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna drop the big one on this one, and then you were disappointed.
Man, that's a great question. When you say disappointed with the smell of the performance,
even though you know you were like, dang, man.
Well, I thought when I bought my first bottle of Creed Vintage that it was going to last 25 hours, but it didn't. It didn't.
That's a lot of pressure to put on a fragrance.
Creed Vintage was my first big boy purchase. I spent north of $200 for my first bottle of Creed. I got it in. I smelled it. I was, going through some things, enjoying it. And then I wore it out, and it didn't perform like I thought that it would. And suddenly I did become disappointed. But it didn't last long because of the experience that fragrance gave me overrode that. So it didn't make me feel bad about the amount of money that I spent.
Right.
But that was my first experience, was like, wow, I did spend a pretty penny on this, and it didn't last as long as I thought that it would. But then I really got into my research of the artistic nature of fragrances, and that's been dead. That's been a dead conversation for me for a long time. I'm not concerned with longevity. I'm not concerned with performance. Do I love this fragrance? I'm a situational wearer, so I know what I'm putting on, where I'm going, and I never am let down or disappointed from that. Just like this Acqua di Parma, the Acqua di Parma that we just smelled. Like, I know exactly what I'm going to be doing with that fragrance, and I'll never put myself in the position to wear that to work for 9 to 10 hours.
Right, and expect too much of it.
I'm not going to do that to that fragrance or myself. So I've learned a lot along the way. But yeah, Creed Vintage was the first one that made me go, huh?
Right.
This money,
right.
And this is that. But all right, y'all. Man, we had a great time. Y'all still having fun with the shorts.
Yes,
Mike Real said, bro, you killing me with the Daisy Dukes. Yeah. You out of pocket tonight. I'm signing off. 2 technicals, you're done. Get me out the game then. Because next summer, I got something for y'all for sure. I got something for y'all. My sister Shoshana, my friend, says, when you die, you can't take the money with you. So I say dispose away. If that makes us all feel better until that bill comes.
That's where you feel a little bit better.
You have a Mr. Ashtenoff Lacey. He says, or she says, I love you, Heather. See you.
Yeah, Ashton. She's one of the girls that inspired the Acqua di Parma, because this is one of the girls that I pulled. That her, Morgan, and Riley are the ones that are like my hitters at work. So that's who really. I was like, well, let me ask, some other opinions of what were some loves, but underperformers. And Ashton and I both love the Acqua di Parma Mandaloro, which you have a sample of. So I hope you get a chance to do a little wear test. But it's exquisitely done. And again, but we know we're up against, and we're here for I always say this, I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Yeah, and that's fact.
And that's my motto. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. And I want to feel great during that process.
I live that way as well. I live that way as well.
Right?
So yeah, for sure. Shout out Mike, man, class of Reebok 2000. I'm the class of 2002. Go Trojans. I just had to highlight that for sure. We went to the same high school. But yeah, we appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for all the comments. Thank y'all for the participation. This was absolutely fantastic. Jason, yes, I am going to get Fico di Amalfi.
Also nice.
I'm going to get my hands on that as well.
Yeah.
I don't own any full bottles of Acqua di Parmas, but
the one that Jason's talking about is more the fig note.
Yes,
so if you like the
I've smelled it.
Lycos,
yep, I've smelled it. It's very
beautiful. That's another fan favorite of ours. Anything with the fig note is gorgeous.
Yeah, this coming summer, I'm going to be getting not this. Well, I'm going to have them before then, but I'm going to be acquiring some full bottles from Acqua di Parma because this which one is this one again, Miss Heather? I keep forgetting the name.
Arancia de Capri.
Yeah, the Capri. This is so good, man. So good.
And the Bergamoto de Calabria is that's the one I like with the more lemony.
Yeah.
Ashton likes one. I like one. Morgan's probably got her favorite. Riley's probably got her favorite. Yep. You know, we all gravitate to something that we all resonate with. You'll see, like even in your own thing, like there's certain notes that you kind of keep going towards, and you're like, so each one of us have something that we all vibe off of. And which fragrance were you smelling?
I'm smelling the Acqua di Parma Arancia de Capri. Miss Heather just had it in her hand, Hidden Gems. From Acqua di Parma.
I'll put it up here. Like, how do you do this?
In front of your face. Back it up. Back it up. Back it up. Back it up.
I'm gonna learn to do this by the next chat. By the next live stream.
Back it up close to your face, so we can see the whole bottle. Close to your face, in front of your face, all the way in front of your face, so you can't see the camera. There you go. Miss Heather just had her
hidden gems. I will learn how to do this one day. He has to still tell me how to rotate this so I can get it going horizontal. Yeah, it's a thing. You know.
All right, y'all. We had a great time tonight, Miss Heather. Once again, thank you so much for making time, for coming to rock with us here with the Smell Good family. This is what we like to do when we get together. Me and Heather are going to be having more poignant conversations.
We got another one coming up soon, hopefully.
We do. We have a very interesting live stream that we're going to be pushing for at the top of November. And we'll get back to y'all on that once we are ready to roll that out. But again, thank you guys so much on this Wednesday, a day early. This was the time that was best for us, and we had a good time. And you guys came out and you guys represented. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the live stream. I'm very, very sorry because I did not get to a lot of questions, a lot of comments. I try my best to get them, but when the conversation is going, it's just kind of hard to. So I'm not going to sit here and try to act like I'm perfect with this thing. I'm definitely am not. So thank you guys. So Miss Heather, thank you. As always, look forward to the very next time that we get together. And you're a dear friend of mine. Got a lot of love for you. And appreciate your time as always.
You are very welcome.
Yes. So until next time, you guys be cool, be safe, take care of yourselves. Y'all know what it is. Splag up, splag it down, splag that thing all around. And remember what you put out into this world, you watching, the person who's getting ready to hate on somebody out there for no reason, and that we don't care. Spread love, not hate. Remember, what you put out into this world is exactly what you are going to get back. It is scientifically proven, but I still can't prove that. I still can't prove that. All right. So y'all be cool. We'll see you on the next one. And y'all have a great time. Peace. Hoochie Daddy Shorts. I'll let you know when you can get you a pair.